Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining myself, Grant Harris, and we're joined by Kevin Axtell today, the master firewalk instructor out of California. How are you doing today, Kevin?
I'm doing incredible. Life is good, healthy, happy, busy. Things are great. And I'm very excited about the Solstice Firewalk instructor training next year. You and I have been meeting regularly about it for a couple months now. And I feel like we are already prepared for an epic training and we're months out. So I'm feeling great, Grant.
Absolutely, I am too. And again, thank you for joining me today. I just wanted to go over a couple quick questions for our audience members that might still be on the fence of whether or not this is an event that they feel would benefit them. Is that something we can go run through real
Let's
fast?
do it. I'll talk about firewalking any day of the week. Let's go.
Wonderful. So, what can people really expect from a Firewalk instructor training
Hmm.
like what we're hosting here in Southern Illinois in April of 2024?
Well, great question. You can expect three incredible, memorable, dynamic, and empowering days. I like to simply say you can expect personal and professional growth, an evolution of sorts. We call it an intensive because it is, morning to night each day. There's a different firewalk that we do, and it's more than just firewalking. It's called the Firewalk Instructor Training, but we also include other dynamic breakthrough activities, things like glass walking and breaking a board with your hands, the arrow ceremony. I could go on and on, but it's nice to leave a few surprises. You will have the opportunity to face many challenges, healthy, dynamic, good, unique challenges that can help you connect with your inner strength, help you find your ability to overcome, to redefine your definition of yourself and what you're capable of achieving. Sometimes people get a little worried, a little scared, but the good news is no one has to do anything. If the glass walk moment comes and it's not for you and your intuition says no, you don't have to do it. There are opportunities to face challenges, not requirements. So, to answer your question, 3 days of exciting, memorable, unique, empowering activities. Those who wish to teach moving forward after the training are also given all the tools, information, and skills for them to then go out and lead these empowering activities for others. And I know, Grant, you and I both know how fulfilling it is to lead these experiences for others. So I went off a little bit, but that's what people can expect.
I love it. I love it. So, for many of you that don't know, I joined Kevin for my own Firewalk instructor training back in 2019 in California, where he hosts his annual FIT retreats, as a matter of fact. And when I took that event with you, Kevin, one of the biggest things I noticed is even if you're not inspiring to be an instructor or teach others about this, you can still gain so much. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And I'm glad you pointed it out because some people think, well, it's called a Firewalk instructor training. I don't think I'll ever teach it. It's not for me. But about half of the participants who come to this training do so without the intention of teaching other people. It is so impactful, so dynamic. It changed my life forever when I took that course, not just because of the instructor part, but because of who I became by doing that training. It is not just for people who want to teach. It is for anyone looking to transform, to grow, to break out of an old pattern, to heal. It is such a memorable and unique experience of empowerment, and it's really for anybody.
Wonderfully put. I know one of the biggest things I dealt with back in 2019 was just fear, fearful situations to approach myself in. And after attending that fit with you, I can still say to this day, I have approached those fearful situations in a much different manner too.
Oh,
So,
me too. Me too. And it's not like you remove fear from your life, but you gain tools in how to deal with fear, how to recognize, how to confront, how to acknowledge, how to move past, or how to respect fear. And so it really, yeah. And those are life skills, right? Those are life skills.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've used those skills so many more times in life, in my workplace, or just in my personal life that had nothing to even do with firewalking itself, but to see how that process is done and what you can gain from it was absolutely exceptional in building me and who I am today. One more question I have for you.
Sure.
So, when did you first learn to firewalk?
So my first firewalk was back 2004. So I'm almost at 20 years as a fire walker. And I was a fire performer, a fire juggler, even way back when. And my now wife, then girlfriend, Brandy, and I were hired to do a show at a firewalk instructor training graduation night. So we came, we did our fire show, and they invited us to cross the fire with them that night. And there was no plan, no preparation, no hour-long seminar. They're just like, oh, you want to do it? You know? And so we did. And it didn't realize it at the time, but we went and did that for Tolly Burkan, who is an absolute legend in the firewalking world with multiple books printed in like 12 languages, a huge influence all over the world. And so I got to become his protege, and he was my mentor for many, many years. And a lot of what I'll be sharing at this training in April will be in his lineage of teaching. And so that was my very first experience, was a graduation, having been invited to do a fire show at it. And it was a spicy walk. We didn't know it at the time, but it was like a 20-foot crazy deep coal bed. And I just thought that was normal.
Kind of thrown into the fire, one would
Yes,
say.
yes, indeed, indeed.
Well, that is absolutely outstanding. Really to go ahead and finish this up today, me and you have been meeting monthly,
Yeah,
going back for really most of this year to set this up in April of 2024. And what an experience, an opportunity that both of us have
yeah.
with the solar eclipse at the exact same time as we are hosting the Firewalk instructor training.
Very special.
And one bonus for you as well is Southern Illinois will be one of the top 5 places in the nation to view the most time of totality. So we will
Yeah.
have totality over 4 minutes, which will be on Tuesday, April 8th, directly after our FIT is concluded. So I think we're actually got a special little treat for anybody that joins us on that day too.
Yeah, I am so excited because we are going to, and it won't be required if people have to get home, but for anyone who comes to the course and can stay and stick around, we're going to do a fire walk during the eclipse, during the totality, along the path of totality. I've been doing this a long time, and this is very unique, very special, and it blends the power and the magic of the firewalk with the power and the magic of totality and the eclipse. And I just, I'm so excited. And I want to echo what you said earlier, and that is we've been working a long time on this. This is not something that's just thrown together. I work on all kinds of projects, but I prefer to work with people who are serious about what they're doing. And so you and I have been meeting way before a year in advance to plan this. And so I know it will be incredible. It will be world class. And I hope anybody watching who's thinking maybe really digs in deep, check in with yourself and your heart. And if you can come, make the effort. It'll be worth it.
Absolutely. And a couple other great details for anybody out there listening that finds interest in this Solstice FIT. You can go ahead and locate those details on the Firewalking Center's website. I believe that is the firewalkingcenter.com under the events tab, where it lists mine and Kevin, as well as tickets to purchase towards this event. Just also another little tidbit, tickets do stop for online ticket sales April 1st 2024, right prior to our event starting, too. So, Kevin, thank you very much for joining me today, as well as informing all of our participants out there that may still be on the fence about joining us for this once in a lifetime opportunity.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you for working with me on this amazing project. And if anyone has any questions, hit up Grant, hit up me. We are here to answer those questions. And I hope you come. I hope you dig deep, invest in yourself, and we'll see you at the Solstice Firewalk Instructor Training 2024.
Absolutely. We will see you in 2024. Thanks again, Kevin.